welcome to another week. This is going to be part one of the panel rebuild. Current panel, yeah, it's okay, but it's a mess inside. With additions I've added, I need to rejig it. It works, but it's not appealing to me. So you saw the box which you're currently sitting on is the one I'm going to be using, which is a 500 400 by 250 deep. Plenty deep. Back plate comes with it, so you lose about that much in the back. So you can mount everything on the plate and then just slide it in. So, as I showed you a couple of weeks ago, the heat sinks that I got, I'm going with two of, which are going to sit on the box, which is now going to be positioned upside down, which is probably not the best way, but that's the way it's going to be, because it saves cutting big holes, which we all like. So two of those are going on, which you're currently sitting on. Hang on. Hopefully you won't fall off here because you're a bit wonky. There we go. Two of these free. We like free. Two of those. You can see that's where the LED used to be mounted. I've just cleaned off the sealant there. So I've got some chip paste coming, so I can actually mount the chip PIDs, SSRs correctly. So one is going on each like that, so I'm going to drill and mount them in a minute. I'm going to make a steadying bracket across the middle because it's just an interference fit that could drop through, so I'm going to drill this, fit it across the middle, and then screw down the elements. So we'll see that, and then I'm going to mask up the front and work out where everything's going to go. So give me a minute and we'll get started. Right, as you can see, the hole at the top, which was the bottom of the box, is 300mm wide. These are 170mm wide. So just did a quick line here, which is 20 centimeters, which is going to be over the box. So I'll be drilling a hole here and here. I'll also be fitting that there somehow, but I'll get it in the box first. So I'm going to utilise one of these holes, just make it bigger and drill right through. And can you see that there? Yeah, so I'll be using that hole and then line it up, making a new hole in there. So let's drill that, and then we'll mark and drill that one. Might get a bit noisy with the drill, so bear with me. Tighten it up. That's one drill, so I'll just line it up halfway in the slot, like so. Pencil mark, and we will drill the second one. good bit. Yeah, I think I hit the fin. It's going at an angle. Right, 2 holes, get a file, just get any burrs off, so we'll make sure we get a close fit. Actually, I might get the other bit and just ream that out a little bit, because I know what will happen if that's at an angle. It will get tight and snap the head off the screw, which I've already done. Let me see. Yeah, that'll do. Right. That sits on there. Perfect. Stick the screw in. This must be a different brand, because the other one's screws. Oh, that's why. Cover. Right. A little bit tight. Be careful I don't snap the head. Just back it out a bit. And then again. Yeah, seems to be going okay. I won't tighten it yet until I get the other one in. You can see what I'm doing here. Hopefully it's in focus. Is it? Looks to be. Did I just snap a bit off the screw? I think I did. That's tight. Perfect. So that is one done, and in this blue piece here, this is one I prepared earlier. So we have 2 which will fit like that in the top of the box. So how am I going to join these? I'm working this out in the fly, so bear with me. Right, we've moved on a good bit. So I have the cross piece fitted, pilot drilled, and I have the 2 screws each side holding this in place. It was great fun. I had to tape the 2 heat sinks together. Not exactly in line, but hey, it's inside the box, you're not going to see it. So I just need to drill these and attach, and then this part finished, and then we're on to masking the front. Mounted, so you could pick that box up by them. They're not going anywhere. I don't know if I'm going to need a fan on top of these. Possibly these one for the 5.5 kilowatt, which is to be expected because of the heat that it generates. So I may attach a fan, I may not, but I think that's the job done properly there. So on to masking up. As you can see, I've taped up and I have marked the usable area on the front of the box. So I have to cram all this here into there. Doable, because there's a lot of dead space around that one. So that's the area I've got. So I'll be back in a minute when I've decided what's going where and my spaces, and then we'll do a bit of a recap. Okay, as you can see, I started marking out. So this will be pump 1, 2 and 3. That'll be the switches, and that'll be the lights. And then space for the decals. Then we're going to run slightly over to the right the 3 PIDs, and space then for the control on the element. Then we're going to have the time clock in the top right, ampage, voltage, and then we're going to have on light, switch, emergency stop, and above where the PIDs are going to go we'll have the element light, element switch, no, it'll be elements, boil pot switch, HLT switch, which I might change it. So I'll have kettle, HLT, sorry, kettle, mash tun in the middle, and then HLT there with the switches adjacent. Unlike I've got a arse about face there, so as you see it in the panel, you'll have your 3, which is simple enough to do. So running out of time this evening, so that'll do it for this week. I'll show you the rest of the laying out once next week. So the build has started. Thanks very much. See you next week.